lesson 5. You're almost halfway through the course. Isn't that exciting? I hope you're feeling the momentum build up here. This lesson is actually one of my favorites. I love this. This lesson is on setting goals. So, we're going to focus on setting goals. Any successful person will tell you that you are far more likely to accomplish a goal when you write it down. So, grab your pen and paper because you're going to use them this lesson. So, when making goals, it's important to have a mixture of short and long-term goals. Why? Well, if all you have are short-term goals, then what's going to happen is you're going to reach all those pretty quickly, and then what? You lose your momentum. There's nowhere else for you to go, right? You've reached all your goals. It's easy to just lose motivation. And if you have all long-term goals, then sometimes it can get overwhelming and it can get discouraging, feeling like all of your goals are so far out of reach. And when you have to do step by step every single day to reach this goal that's going to take you 3 years to get to, it's hard to keep that motivation up. So have a good mixture of between short-term and long-term. What I prefer to do is I start backwards. So I have my long-term goal, maybe my 5-year or 10-year goal or something. And then I kind of work my way backwards when I'm writing out my goals. And I'll say, okay, so let's give an example here. If my goal was to put $1,000 in savings in the bank, that was my goal. I wanted to build $1,000 emergency savings fund in my bank account. Well, so maybe some short-term goals would be, and let's say I want to do that within a year. Well, okay, so that means by 6 months, I need to have about $600, or maybe along that goal, I'm going to say, okay, I need to make $100 a month, or maybe you figure it out. So you're putting away a little bit more each month into your savings, and so you have that game plan, and part of those things might just be, hey, I need to do something every month that I'm making $100 extra. And it could come down, in order for me to make an extra $100 a month, that's $25 a week. So you see where I'm going here? You're just breaking it down into shorter, more obtainable goals. Because if you think about it, $25 in a week, hey, anyone can do that. Seriously, you can make $25 in a week really easy. So that is an easy short-term goal, but adding it up long-term, it'll add up. So if you're only interested in accomplishing a short-term goal, that's fine. If all you want to do is make $1,000 and you're like, hey, I can do that in 3 months, that's my goal, that's fine. You can quit once you're done. That's no big deal. It's your life. You can do whatever you want. And so that's great. I still will be happy for you in reaching your goal, even if it is a short-term goal. But if you're working on something more long-term, even double-folded, like make $1,000 to pay off debt and then use extra income after that for a yearly family vacation. So it's an ongoing goal. Like you have an initial goal and then after that you're going to use it for something else. Then you have both a short and long-term goal. So set your small goals along the way depending on how much naturally a motivated person you are. Some people need a goal every day. Some people need a goal a week. Some need a month. And it just depends on how motivated you are. I love lists. I'm a list maker. I love to scratch it off the list and put a line through that as soon as I've got it finished. And sometimes when I'm not feeling like I'm very productive or motivated, I will literally write my to-do list and I will include every single thing. Because as moms, I'm sure you've had days like I have where the end of the day and you're thinking, what did I even do today? What did I get accomplished? And it feels so discouraging that you don't feel like you got anything done. And sometimes I'll sit down and I will write everything down. Shower, brush my teeth, get dressed, make my bed. Hey, you know what? I can scratch those off the list. And then you're like, okay, I did get some stuff done. It just maybe didn't feel like it. So that always helps me if I'm feeling discouraged. So writing down your goals is the first important step. Making them visible daily is the second. So that's where my favorite part comes in, vision boards. There's a video here with this lesson that I posted through my blog on vision boards, and I show you an example of mine for this year, which it's hanging on my wall right there where I can see it. And I've actually added a couple things to it since then because I decided I want to focus on a couple more things. And but those vision boards are great. They're powerful in keeping you motivated. You can focus on your goals, helping you manifest into your life what you want. So watch the other video. There's 2 videos in this lesson. Lucky! So watch the other video, and that'll give you some ideas on your vision board. Then, you guessed it, your homework this lesson is to make your own vision board. Hang it up where you will see it every single day. It doesn't have to be big. I do mine on a big poster board. I show you my friend Danielle's. Hers is just on a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. It can be whatever size you want it to be. It can be the whole wall if you want. Your whole wall with the pictures framed. It's whatever you want. It's your vision board. Feel free to share a picture in the group. I would love to see some of your guys' vision boards. And it's fun to see what other people, how they do it, how they design them. I'll have to take some pictures of, I have 3 or 4 vision boards I've done over the years. And it's fun to see what people do, how they lay it out, and what things they're working on. And everyone has different priorities and different values and different focus. And that's okay, that's great. It's what's working in their life. So get going on that vision board, and I will see you next lesson.